What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So over the last few weeks now, again I'll link these in the description below, we've discussed my plans on getting to 1 million net worth over the next 5 years in that plan. And we can see on screen that we have currently 7 income streams that I want to focus on to get to that goal within the next 5 years. And we can see here the highlighted point 3, my dividend stock portfolio. We finally got this off and running. So today I want to discuss updates on that dividend portfolio and also buying 5 brand new dividend stocks. So with all that being said, let's dive straight on into today's video. So over the past few days, I have been kind of coming up with a plan for this dividend portfolio. Again, I mentioned a few of these points in prior videos as well, but I finally kind of came to the conclusion that I want to have 50 stocks overall in this dividend portfolio. Now, I don't want to go into the reasons why I want 50 in today's video, but we can make one down the line. But for the purpose of today's video, very briefly before we go to Trading212, we can see here that on the left we have 11 sectors overall in the market, and we can see in column B how many stocks I want invested in each, which again will equate up to the 50 or so. Now, in my last video, we invested into McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Realty Income. So in today's video, we're going to kind of set the groundwork for the other sectors as well and invest in 5 brand new sectors. Okay, so here we are on Trading212. Now, very briefly, if you would like to sign up to this broker, there's a link in the description below where you both get a free share if you use that link, so it's a win-win on each way. So basically, on the left here, I have created 11 different pies, each for each sector. Now, you don't really need to do this, but again, when you have 50 plus stocks, it's probably better to compile them into different subsectors. Again, it's a lot easier to keep track here. Now, again, as mentioned earlier, we did invest into 3 stocks already, and they're pending the orders once the market's open today, and we'll be buying 5 brand new sectors or stocks today in different sectors. Now, again, as I want 50 stocks overall dotted across the overall market in dividends, I will only be putting €10 into each of these 50, again combining up to €500 just to get the groundwork set. Now, once we have the first €500 or €10 into each of those 50 stocks, we'll then start working on the other income streams to get to that 1 million as well, and then come back to this dividend portfolio. But again, for the purpose of today's video, we're going to be buying 5 more stocks in the 5 different sectors. And just one other point to note as well before we go into those 5 stocks is that, again, if I was watching this video myself, I'd be like, hang on, you only have €220 at the moment in this dividend stock portfolio and you want to have 1 million in 5 years. Now, there is money obviously in each of these other 6 other income streams already, but we haven't made videos, so that's why I have them at 0. So that's kind of where we are with that. And obviously the main purpose of this dividend portfolio is the compounding effect of dividends over time and the capital gains as well, which hopefully over time will accumulate into larger sums of capital. So let's now very briefly look through these 5 stocks I will be adding to the portfolio today, and the first is in the energy sector. Now, earlier in the video we stated that I want 4 stocks overall within this portfolio in energy, and the first of these will be Chevron, ticker symbol CVX, that was currently trading about $116 a share and currently is paying a dividend of 4.61%, which I'm quite happy with. Now, I do want to have my overall average dividend yield of at least 3% average. So obviously this is 1.6% over that, which I'm quite happy with. Now, one of the main reasons why I wanted to have Chevron in the energy sector in this dividend portfolio is because they have a very impressive 34 years of increased dividends and they pay quarterly. The second stock will be in the healthcare pie, and again I want 5 stocks overall in the healthcare sector, and this is Johnson & Johnson to kick it off, ticker symbol JNJ, currently trading about $160 a share, as you can see on screen. Now, it's paying 2.64% dividend, which again is below the 3% average I want, but again you need to have some below 3 as well. So again, one of the main reasons why is because it's a very good dividend aristocrat and currently has paid increased dividends over the last 59 years, and again it pays quarterly. So the third stock today will be in the financial sector, where I want 5 stocks, and that first one is Goldman Sachs, paying a modest 1.97% in annual dividend payments. Now, if you look at many of the financial blue chip stocks, they have a fairly low overall dividend yield in comparison to the overall market, but I do want to have exposure in all 11 sectors, hence why I do want to include the financial stocks, and over time these are very steady dividend yield stocks, so hopefully the compounding effect will start to drive up the price of these as well. Now, we can see here it pays a quarterly dividend as well, and Goldman Sachs is currently trading at $406. Now, the fourth and fifth stocks are in probably a lot of people's dividend portfolios, and the first of these is in the industrials in the form of 3M, which is a solid dividend stock over time. Now it currently is paying 3.3% annual dividend and has a very impressive 59 years of increased dividends, and it pays quarterly, and it's currently trading at about $179.46. And the fifth stock kicking off the technology sector will be IBM. Now it's just worth noting that the majority of my tech stocks will be in my growth portfolio. So obviously I won't be having the likes of Apple in this dividend pie because they only pay about 1.9 or 1.5% annual dividend. Again, I don't know the exact amount there, but it's very small. Now IBM currently pays 5.62% annual dividend, and it has increased its dividends over the last 22 years, and again it pays quarterly and is currently trading at about $116. So I've now went ahead and added those 5 stocks into my portfolio. Again, we're waiting for those orders to buy once the market's open. So those 5 orders for €50, and then again my 3 orders for €10, which we put in from the last video as well, which will then start off this portfolio with €80. Again, I know this amount is absolutely minute in the overall grand scheme of things, on my overall goal of having €1 million in the market or invested. So again, it's just very brief to have 50 stocks overall, just to kind of get the groundwork working here, and then we'll start putting in much larger amounts of capital, and over the time compounding effect again will play its part here also. Now again, it's just worth noting that tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so the markets are closed within the US on Thursday, so again just that's worth noting as well. So on Friday we'll probably make another video and we'll start kind of upping the pressure here in terms of adding another 10 stocks. So we'll put another €100 into the market on Friday once the market's open. So with all that being said, that's pretty much the end of today's video. I just want to give a very brief update on how my dividend portfolio is actually going. Now I'm very happy as well that we finally kicked off this 5-year plan to get to €1 million net worth. So again, I know the amounts are tiny, but again you have to start somewhere, and hopefully over time it's going to be nice to look back on these videos, looking at these small amounts and seeing how we all started and came along over the next few years. So thanks very much, and I will see you all in Friday's video where we're going to add 10 more dividend stocks.